It is 10:47, and that's what I'm going to drive mostly today. It's up and around New York into Connecticut, but I won't make it there today. It's over 11. It's like 13, almost 14 hours to get there, so I'll drive most of the way today, and then park and show up there tomorrow. So yeah, I just washed my truck yesterday. I had to drive through a mud pit to pick up my load of utility poles. Wife called, so I broke up my video. I've never hauled a load like this before with the our metal stakes. We put chains around them and use a binder to secure the chain on both of those. And I've got 3 pieces of lumber, one here, one in the middle, and then one on the end. And it's roughly about 48,000 pounds, which would typically be 7 to 8 straps, depending on the weight exactly. If it was 48,000 pounds, but I based it on length too, so you have to cover for length. Anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I put 2-inch straps on the front and the back just so I'm as close to the end as possible to meet the 18-inch requirement. So you have to be like within 18 inches of the rear to have a securement, and same thing up front. And with the way that this stuff kind of is just freely stacked and can bulge, what I did is I ran a strap around and back over to the same side, so it's grabbing it all and pulling it this way. And then I did the same thing on the other side, so it's grabbing it all. And so it's like, I can't do both hands because I'm holding the camera. But so it's basically holding this bundle together. And I did the same thing in the front. And then I did a bunch of straps down the center. So it should be pretty secure. This is my first 50-mile load check. This lumber is probably a little bit heavier than normal because it's, you know, soaked, and it's got that creosote manufacturing process that they did to help weatherize and extend the life of this wood so it doesn't rot. So I've got all kinds of securement. You can see how tight it is. But I mean, this is my 50 foot, my 50-mile load check. And all the straps were a little bit loose, and I expected that. I expected it to require some adjusting because these logs are not, you know, they're not square, they're not tightly together, so I knew there would be some adjustment in the load as I traveled down the road to where these round logs would readjust themselves. So again, I'll be checking, you know, another load check, and I'll make sure that my straps are still doing their job. But I did have to tighten every single one of them on this particular load check. So that's it. I just now entered North Carolina from South Carolina, and I'm heading north, but it's not to Alaska. It is 8:11 in the Central Time. No, I'm sorry. It's 8:11 p.m. Eastern Time. I am at a service plaza in Upper Maryland. I was trying to get to a Flying J just on the other side of the New Jersey border. Exit 2C is what I was aiming for, but the traffic in the Washington, D.C. area prohibited me from getting there at any reasonable hour. And one thing I know about the Northeast is parking is a premium. And I was blessed tonight because I pulled in and the second spot was open. And so I took it. And everything's holding together really nice. It was stop and go traffic there for a while. And truck did really well. My lights are back on, but it's a fuel issue and not necessarily whatever the other sensor was. Because as soon as my sensor light came on, 5 minutes later I got a phone call, which is one of the reasons I like Maverick transportation so well, is they have all these systems set up to aid the driver. So let's see, where do I want to go? There's supposed to be a Wendy's here and I really want a baked potato. Let's see, you can, so there is a few more spots open here, and I'm really surprised, but I'm assuming people plan their days differently in the East. I don't know, totally guessing, but I'm just, I did 490 miles today. I'm happy with that. I would have gotten a lot farther except for traffic, so I would have broke the over 500 mile mark. And that's my goal, is to do in the 500 mile range every day. I'm not one of those guys seeking to hit 700 miles a day. But that's about it. My sensor light. I know. The thing is with these systems that as soon as the sensor light goes off, the OmniTrax forwards all that information to Maverick Transportation. They have a whole entire section devoted to, at least this is my understanding, I could be wrong, they have a group of individuals that take care of maintenance issues. So as was the case with me, a light came on, check engine light, and it's almost like my truck had a hiccup, like there was some burst of fuel into the engine, because it, like, you know, like it hiccups, but it's like either added power or diminished power. So they told me what the issue was, and they felt it was something that I guess we came to the determination that we will monitor this to see if it's just some kind of fuel issue that is traveling through the system. I don't even know how to describe it. When I do get back to the Madison yard, I'm going to request that they change the fuel filter, because I notice it's getting to that, hey, I might need to be changed. And I don't know if I got bad fuel at some location, but I mean, I fuel at authorized pilots and Loves. In fact, I aim for a Loves travel stop to get that stuff done. I also need to get a skeleton case for my GoPro in an effort to be able to record more, because I can record a lot more than what it's capturing. It's just that the battery dies, and why buy another battery and charging system when I can just get a skeleton case, because I got a long power cable. Oh, this guy's in a hurry. He must have to pee. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go in here and see what kind of food I can find, and go from there. The Maryland house. So I'm on my walkabout and I have to avoid traffic, so I'm getting off my camera. Till tomorrow.